The real estate market is heating up and it's not even spring yet. Hey, Lily with Living Room Realty in Portland, Oregon, here to give you a real estate market update for the month of February 2025. Yeah, so multiple offer situations have returned in full to the Portland, Oregon real estate market. We consistently did see multiple offers on the really sought after cool homes as, we were continuing on through the fall and winter. But it's really interesting to see that a good deal of properties now, even just your kind of cool, normal, standard home, are getting multiple offers, and there is a decent amount of competition for those properties. We'll talk a little bit about what that means for you if you are a home buyer here in a second, but I want to talk to you home sellers, as the biggest difference right now is coming for you where it's been a really weird market for you for the last few years. I guess for both you and buyers, I can say, I don't know, but let's talk about you first. So for you home sellers, it's interesting. In some cases, it has still technically been a seller's market, but when you talk to home sellers, it's not the easiest market to predict what's going to happen and what your results are going to be. We are still dealing with a high rate market for buyers. So for you, there's not going to be as many people jumping on your home. Buyers are going to be really particular, rightfully so, because everything is just so expensive. They're going to want the house to be in a certain quality and a certain condition. So it's been a little bit more difficult. But the good news, as we are heading here into the spring, it seems fairly strong that you are going to get great results when it comes to selling your home. Now, I do keep in mind, this is not going to be for every case. And, we'll talk about it of how, you make sure you price your home well. You need to make sure you prepare your home well. And on my end, we need to make sure that we market your home well and get as many eyes on it as possible. But with that in mind, it is really interesting to see that pressure on the market right now from buyer demand. And that's something interesting to bring up as well, is if you are someone who is selling a home that is not in the most sought after area, isn't the most sought after style of home, type of home, you're not in a price point that there's as much activity, know this market will benefit you in that way too. One, you're just going to have a higher chance of selling, but know there also will be a downward pressure. So people who maybe are, let's say you are looking to sell a townhome, people who are looking to buy primarily a single family home and are open to townhomes may become more open to townhomes as their options as they get priced out of the single family market or still want to buy in a certain area, what have you. So it can be really to your benefit to, use this market as a great opportunity to get your home sold and sold for a good price. And as I said before, though, really important that we talk strategy in this market. Pricing is super important. We are still seeing homes sit. So it's great if we make sure we do everything we can to, one, get your home sold, but most importantly, again, get it sold for the best price possible. All right, on to you home buyers. So as I talk about all of this, you're like, okay, you're saying it's great that things are competitive now, everything's back. It sounds scary. I understand. We are in a market where you go and see a house and it is going to sell in one weekend, possibly. It is going to maybe get another offer. But don't worry about that too much. Where I say this is positive for the market in general is, one, there's going to be a lot more options for you. So as sellers are seeing and hearing from people like me, hey, this market is more advantageous for you as a home seller, they're going to be more motivated to sell their home. While we do actually have pretty good inventory at the moment, I think it's at 3.7 months as of this month, we still don't have a million options for people. So as sellers are feeling more motivated, it's then going to create, again, more options for you. So know that's going to be a positive right there. And then when it comes to things being really competitive, it's good for you to know, yes, things are getting hot. Know that, it's no longer a market where we see a home come on the market and we can see it 6 days later. It's probably going to be off the market by the end of the weekend. So really making sure we get in there and seeing properties is going to be critical. It's also really important. I did a video on this recently on my Instagram about making sure that homes, you're really clear on knowing what the list to sale price potential is on properties. So right now a home might be listed within your budget. It might be listed, frankly, well within your budget. But if it is in that really sought after area, has cool design features, anything of that nature, there is a decent chance that home is going to then sell outside of your budget and or have terms that are uncomfortable to you. I just had that with a buyer where wrote an offer on a house. We were already kind of stretching where they felt comfortable because I really loved the property, and someone else came in and waived their inspections, waived their inspection contingency, and things around repairs, things that my buyer was just frankly not willing to do. That is something that is going to likely happen on these really cool design feature homes, like unfortunately this one would have been cool to get it for them. So it's just being really clear and understanding what your expectations can be on the properties, and then having those higher level strategies. So when it comes to worrying about getting priced out on properties, we simply just make sure that we are shopping below your budget. So making sure that in this market, if your top budget is $800K, that we typically, for houses that are new to the market, are shopping $750 and below. That is a general market that tends to jump pretty high. So we might want to have different standards there. But again, this is just general advice. We'd have, conversations between us, obviously to your particular needs. But again, for example, let's say, top budget is 800,000. We shop around 750. That way you have room to grow. So in a situation where there are multiple offers, you are the empowered one that has the ability to offer up. We'll also talk then more about other strategies, other terms you can use. This market, it's going to be a lot, especially if you are someone who maybe has already been searching for a home. But again, just know that with the right strategies, the right headspace, and frankly, the most important, the best, right expectations, it is easily doable, and we will find the right house for you, and it won't be a major headache. I did want to mention again as well, another buyer who's actually closing on their house this week. Yay. We were able to get them into a really, really cool property. And what we did was just really utilizing watching the market, watching homes. This home had been sitting on the market for a while, went pending with another buyer. We saw it came off the market, came back under contract again. It was near the top of my client's budget, but we just kept watching it. I kept communicating with the listing agent. They were kind of getting, frankly, really tired with what they were dealing with other buyers. We were able to provide them with really, really competitive terms that made it strong for us to get in there. And we actually were able to get, even though they were dealing with other buyers, we were able to get a seller paid credit for my client and end up getting repairs negotiated, all of these really good things, because we were able to wait and see and be flexible on what they were looking for in a home and get them into a really, really cool situation. So mostly just saying there, don't be afraid to look at the properties that have been sitting on the market, because right now there's a sweet spot. Houses that have been sitting on the market, they're going to have like a stain on them because they have those longer days on market because they were from the market before when people were a little pickier. They might actually still be really solid homes. And then you're not going to deal with these multiple offer frenzies that you have on other properties. Hope that all was helpful. I feel like I always think I'm going to make these shorter and they're not, but there's good info in there, I hope. But feel free to reach out. Again, this market is all about strategy and figuring out what's going to work for you, whether you're buying or selling or both. I'd be happy to chat with you and see what we can get done for you and find you a really good situation that's going to work for your needs and put you on the best future for your finances, for the place you live, all of those good things. You can find my contact information below. Feel free to reach out. And then also, if you found this information helpful, feel free to hit that subscribe button and follow along. I will be posting these every month and more content as well, and would love to have you join. All right. Thanks. Bye.